Hi, my name is Navit, and this is my Hair of Istanbul experience. I come all the way from the USA, and I have nothing but good things to say about my experience here at Hair of Istanbul. I found Hair of Istanbul through a friend who had already been here before. After that, I started doing my research on Instagram, also watching YouTube videos. I did research for about a year. I then contacted the customer support team and then stayed in contact for about 6 months until my arrival here. Yeah, so my hair loss story started about when I was around 23, so about 10 years ago. My hairline started receding a little bit. I didn't think of a hair transplant then. I just thought maybe, it's just gonna recede a little bit, but with time it started receding more and more. So about 2 years ago, I decided to get the hair transplant, and that's when I started doing my research, but the decision was made to come to Hair of Istanbul about a year ago. What I would advise anyone who wants to get a hair transplant is obviously do your research. I do highly recommend Hair of Istanbul. The team from the beginning to the end have been super attentive. I've had just the best experience in general. It's even been a fun experience. But always do your research, I guess. When I arrived here, I had been wearing a hat since I wanted to get a hair transplant. I've been wearing a hat to go to the gym, or, most of the time I was wearing a hat other than at work. So when I arrived here, I realized that I had a little bit of dermatitis, which means that the hair is a little bit dry maybe. It's a minor infection from wearing so much hats and sweating and stuff like that. So I had to wear some creams and use some medication that they gave us, which helped with the dermatitis. And after a day, the dermatitis was gone and I was able to start my procedure. Most of us people who are losing hair, we tend to wear hats. But what we don't realize is once you shave your head, you will see that there are little dry spots in your head, and that's called dermatitis. So what I do recommend is a week or two before getting your hair transplant to not wear a hat or not wear a beanie so that your hair will be in perfect condition.